Welcome back to the channel, friends. Today we're going to be discussing how to go about preparing your resume for a career pivot. And one of the biggest questions I often will hear from people that are in that process is, do I focus on my resume or do I focus on my LinkedIn profile when I'm trying to make a career change? Okay. And the answer to that is your resume. That is going to be the reference document that you're going to use for your LinkedIn profile. It's the document that showcases all of your experiences, your skills, your talents. And that is the main document that we're going to want to work on first before we move into optimizing your LinkedIn profile. Okay. So, how do we go about doing that? How do we rewrite our resume so that it is a better reflection of where we're trying to go? The best way to go about that is to start with some research. That's the first step. You want to research 3 to 5 job listings that align with the career pivot that you're seeking to accomplish. So, for example, maybe you have been working as a educator and you want to move into more of a program management role. You would look for job listings that are for program managers, right? That's where your focus will be. And you're going to study those listings carefully to pull out the skill sets that the employer is looking for, to find the business solutions that they are trying to accomplish with this new hire. And you're going to also look for the keywords that are going to likely be picked up by an application tracking system. You're going to gather all of that research, okay? And then you're going to put that aside and sit and really spend some time thinking hard about your own job history, what it is that you've accomplished, what goals did you reach in your previous experiences? How would you describe the experiences that you've already had? What are the skills that you've developed? What are the challenges that you faced and overcome? Really spend time putting together a document that sort of a reflection document that addresses all of this, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to take what you've already experienced, what you've accomplished, what you've overcome, and you're going to see what skills will match the skills in the job listing. How can you reframe what you've done so that it's relevant to the jobs that you're looking at? And how are the accomplishments that you've brought forth relate to the business goals that this employer is seeking to accomplish? Okay. So you want to retrofit your experiences, your skills, your talents to these job listings. And there's a process for doing that. I've created my own process for doing that for myself as well as for others. And I have a free checklist that will take you through that process so that you can take what you've already done and showcase it in such a way that you can convince a employer that you're the right person for this other job, even if it's a different industry, even if it's a different title or position. You have the skill sets, you have the experience to be able to do what it is that they're looking for. The biggest question many employers often will have, I call it the Monday morning problem. When I come into the office on Monday morning, I have this particular problem I need to address, and I need someone that's going to address it confidently and readily and without a lot of oversight or handholding. You need to convince that employer that you're the answer, you're the solution to their Monday morning problem based on all your previous experiences, accomplishments, and your skill set, regardless of what your title has been in the past or what other positions you've had in the past. So go ahead, my friends, download that free checklist that will take you through the process for doing just that. And if you need any help with this process, I have some time slots available. I will drop my Calendly link in the description below so you can have a free 15-minute discovery call with me, and I can help you identify what it is that you're trying to accomplish and see if it's something I can help you with. So I hope that's helpful for you guys. Expect to see more content around this topic and mindset, because let's face it, if you don't have the proper mindset, you'll never be able to pivot into a different career, land the job of your dreams, change your life trajectory, whether it be in career or your personal life. You really have to have a growth mindset, a good money mindset, and a good spiritually minded mindset. in terms of really believing that the universe does have your back and that your intuition can take you really, really far. Okay? So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.